We all know table topics is your opportunity to practice impromptu speaking. Like when the boss says the folks are in from the home office, take them on a tour, tell them a little bit about what we do here, that kind of stuff. Bert said he would be a nice enough guy to do this. Today, there was a posting that Starlink, Elon Musk's internet in the sky company, is getting ready to go public. And they are asking people, I guess, to show your interest, to post $99 in advance to reserve. To those of you who don't know, Starlink is like $400 for the receiver and $99 a month, and it's faster than download speed than Comcast or Xfinity or all the big dogs. My question is, how soon are all the big companies going to go run into the feds to get out or keep them from going public and putting up more satellites? Take it away, Bert.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics. I think your question was, when are people going to go to the and keep them from going public? I used to have a securities license. I used to sell stocks and bonds and all that fun stuff. And I have not been in that for a long time. So in answer to your question, I am pretty much, like most of my life, clueless when they're going to do that. I know that where I live in the boonies in Jolton, I'd almost have to have a satellite to get it to me, because by the time they got done stringing the wires, it would cost me more than $400 plus $99 a month. I think there's a lot of technology out there that's coming along, and as I hate to say it, but I think there's a lot of technology. Before 5G ever came out, there was a gentleman saying, no, 5G is not it, 6G. So there's a lot of stuff in the works that we don't know about, but then our infrastructure is not built to handle it. So I don't know how badly these companies are going to feel like they're impinged upon, that they would actually have to throw pressure on him to not do it. I think that answered your question.
Thank you, Bert.
I don't know.
How many folks on this call are going to get the vaccination? Bert's the front. Travis, tell us why.
Oh, hey, am I here now? Can you guys hear me? Awesome. Okay, sorry. I usually use a different program for virtual meetings during the day, and it didn't have the right microphone. A microphone that doesn't exist was selected. So I'm glad. Thank you guys for waiting for me. So what I was saying was, I appreciate you guys allowing me to join tonight as a guest. So let me answer your question, Dewey. Let me hop to it. Why did I raise my hand and say that I would be willing to get vaccinated? So luckily, myself and my wife and my children, we haven't had any kind of run-ins with the coronavirus, but I have had family members, who have, luckily, like you, are survivors and fought it hard and got over it. And I definitely, after seeing some of those things, definitely don't want to meet the coronavirus without a vaccine at any point in the future. So I'm glad that I know a handful of people who are frontline workers also that have received the vaccine and haven't seemed to have had any adverse effects. And so that's a little bit comforting as well, since I know the timeline was a pretty quick turnaround to get that vaccine ready. But everything that I've been looking at looks like I'll raise my hand and hop in line. I kind of know which phase I'm in the county that I live in. And so I'm just kind of waiting for my turn, which still might be a few months away, but I'm okay with that. Thank you, Dewey.
Anyone else want to respond on the getting your COVID vaccination?
Most of my wife's family is probably planning on, other than the ones that are 65 and over, are planning on not getting the COVID vaccine. However, me being categorized in the at-risk category, I know you're saying, wow, he's young, how is he at risk? I've got complicating factors that apparently puts me into the 65 and over category, that I'm at high risk. So with those complicating factors, and on top of the fact of me catching COVID as well in July, which was not fun whatsoever, I can't deal with another round of it again. So I'm planning on going ahead and getting the vaccine, even though my wife is not exactly thrilled that I'm doing it. But it's just because of the fact that the risk of catching it again, as well as the additional variants that are out there versus the vaccine itself, I would rather take the chances with the vaccine than roll the dice and hope that I do not come in contact with either the same COVID strain or a different strain of it. Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much.